my name is Allison. I'm the Programs Outreach and Youth Services Manager here at Monterey County Free Libraries. Thank you for joining me today for another Self-Care Sunday. Today I am going to talk to you about something I just learned about recently in a New York Times article, and that is called urge surfing. If you've watched some of our previous Self-Care Sunday videos, you might know that mindfulness around eating is a topic that I'm very interested in, and I am actively always working to improve my relationship with food through different mindfulness techniques. And so I was really interested to hear of this technique that I had not previously heard of, and like I said, that's called urge surfing. And what it is it is a way to help mindfully deal with cravings and eating urges that you have during different times of the day, and to help ride out those urges so that you're not overindulging and later feeling guilty about it or packing on those extra pounds that could lead to some unwanted health issues. The first part of urge surfing is to identify the craving. So you should say out loud, I have the urge to eat whatever. For me, it's usually chips. So I have the urge to eat chips. Then, as with most mindfulness techniques, next is to observe that feeling and sit with that feeling. Some of the tips that were given in the article were to notice how you feel. Do you feel it in your stomach? Are you distracted when you're having this feeling? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel the need to move or keep visiting the kitchen? Notice how you feel as you crave that food. And again, with most mindfulness techniques, the next step is to be open to that feeling. Don't try to suppress it or get rid of it, but just accept it. And that's often in a lot of mindfulness techniques, is to accept the thoughts and feelings that are coming across your space and to sit with them for a little bit. Accept them as how you're feeling and not label it as something negative or positive, but just to accept that that's how you're feeling at the current time. And then the last step is to pay attention to what happens next. The article says that you should notice the urge as it rises, crests, falls, and subsides. So, and to rank the intensity of your craving. So for instance, with me, it would be like I was craving chips at a 4, but the more I've been thinking about it, now it's an 8 or a 9. Or, maybe it's the opposite. The more I've been sitting with it, it's subsided to a 3 or a 2 or a 1 as I've ridden out this craving. So to watch the arc of your craving or the wave of your craving and to surf that urge, to be with it as you're feeling it. And so the point of this exercise is to not try and suppress it. Oftentimes, I know I've experienced that when I try to suppress my cravings, they get worse and usually multiply. So this is to sit with it and to ask yourself why, look a little bit deeper as to why you're feeling that. Are you actually hungry, or is there something else going on? Have you been watching TV and seen like 20 potato chip commercials? Is that why you're suddenly craving potato chips? Or is your body trying to tell you something, like you need something fatty and salty to help with some balance in your body? Are you actually hungry? Is there something else that could fit that craving? So not to suppress it and try to ignore it, but to try and dive a little bit deeper and feel why you're feeling that way. And then a follow-up to this is to ask yourself, how little is enough? So if you're really like, I really need to indulge in this craving or this urge, ask yourself, how many potato chips is going to satisfy that? Is 3 going to be good enough? And then I'll be like, oh, I had a little bit of salt, a little bit of crunch, now I feel good. Or do I really want to, sit and be really indulgent with that bowl of potato chips? So that's the next step afterwards. But I really liked this idea of urge surfing and its tie-in with mindfulness techniques. If you haven't already, please check out our Self-Care Sunday Tips for Mindful Eating video, which has some other great tips that I've learned through my research about improving my relationship with food. And if you have any suggestions, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.